Frankie Boyle is a Scottish comedian and writer who first gained widespread recognition on the panel of BBC's Mock the Week. He joined the show as a panellist in 2005 and departed 4 years later to focus on his Channel 4 sketch show, Frankie Boyle's Drama Nights. As his career progressed, he went on to present Frankie Boyle's New World Order and 4-part series BBC Two series, Frankie Boyle's Tour of Scotland. However, the stand-up comedian is known for having multiple controversial moments due to his dark sense of humour. As the Scotsman is set to star in the second episode of Frankie Boyle's Tour of Scotland tonight, here's everything you need to know about the comedian's most outrageous moments and his net worth. What are some of Frankie Boyle's most controversial moments? The Scottish comedian is known for his offensive material, with some of his dark jokes causing outrage over the years. Rebecca Adlington. Frankie stirred the pot in 2008 when he made a joke about Olympic gold medalist Rebecca Adlington. The joke, which was made shortly after the Beijing Olympics, commented on Rebecca's looks and her relationship at the time. The comedian joked, "The thing that nobody really said about Rebecca Adlington is that she looks pretty weird. She looks like someone who's looking at themselves in the back of a spoon." And then, when she arrived back on the flight, she met her boyfriend. Did you see her boyfriend? He was really attractive. He was like a male model. So from that I have deduced that Rebecca Adlington is very dirty. I mean, if you just take into account how long she can hold her breath. The material was found to be derogatory and sexist by the BBC Trust, who later condemned the comedian. The Queen. In the same year as his Rebecca Adlington comments, Frankie was investigated by the BBC Trust once again following multiple complaints for a dark joke he made about the Queen on Mock the Week. Impersonating the Queen's voice, he joked, "I've had a few medical problems this year. I'm now so old, that my PY is haunted." The committee at the BBC Trust ruled that the joke was both ageist and sexist, but ultimately cleared the Scotsman of any misconduct. Harvey Price. Frankie poked fun at Katie Price's eldest son in 2010, making the material one of his most controversial pieces of his career so far. Harvey, who has partial blindness, autism and Prader-Willi syndrome, was just 8 years old at the time. During an episode of Channel 4 series Drama Nights in December 2010, Frankie said, "Apparently Jordan, Katie Price, and Peter Andre are fighting each other over custody of Harvey. Well, eventually one of them will lose and have to keep him. I have a theory that Jordan married a cage fighter cause she needed someone strong enough to stop Harvey from effing her." The comedian faced backlash over the comments, with learning disability men branding the joke disgusting. Katie commented on the remarks in a statement. She said, "If Mr. Boyle had a tenth of his courage and decency, he would know that to suggest, let alone think funny, that Harvey may sexually attack me is vile and deeply unfair. To bully this unbelievably brave child is despicable. To broadcast it on television is to show a complete and utter lack of judgment." Broadcasting regulator Ofcom upheld complaints about the episode, stating in its investigation that the material had considerable potential to be highly offensive. Holly Willoughby. Earlier this year, Frankie made a joke at Latitude Festival where he spoke about This Morning host Holly Willoughby. In the material, Frankie made reference to raping and murdering the TV presenter, but when he was questioned about the comment during a later Q&A, he argued that the context of the joke had to be taken into account. On Twitter, the comedian stated his anger about the way the routine had been reported in the press. He claimed that the joke had been mistranscribed as garbled nonsense with a concept and wording no comic would ever use. He added, "There is a very long routine in my current show which concludes that certain jokes are probably a product of toxic masculinity. You'd struggle to be offended." What is Frankie Boyle's net worth? Despite his past controversies, the writer is not short of funds. According to Spearsums.com, Frankie is worth an estimated £3 million thanks to his stand-up tours, his contract with the BBC and his multiple TV appearances. In 2016, the comedian secured a £1.7 payday after liquidating his firm, Gentleman Artist, which handled his profits. He set up the firm shortly after voluntarily liquidating his company, Trascore Productions, which had assets of £2.5. The second episode of Frankie Boyle's Tour of Scotland will air tonight at 10 p.m. on BBC Two and BBC iPlayer. Read more. Top 10 jokes at Edinburgh Fringe revealed as comedian wins award with spaghetti gag. Why we still love BBC's University Challenge as show celebrates 60th anniversary. Jerry Sadowitz hits back at Edinburgh Fringe after his show is pulled over racism. Claims comedian Teddy Ray died of apparent drowning at a California home.